Hello guys, Malweni. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Today I looked at my chart and I kind of saw like 80 subscribers. I'd like to say it to my new subscribers. Thank you for noticing me. And to my old OGs, old subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. If you subscribed to this channel on the first video, thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without you. And for everyone who's going to subscribe from there on, thank you so much, you guys. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm doing a very it's a very intimate video. It's a video into my life, a video into my world, a little shandy that happened in my life. And yeah, maybe you guys will learn from it. Maybe there are things that you'll take from it. I don't know. But as the title of this video that says, the crush that taught me how to date. So it's a story time, and I decided to do a story time on this. First, I thought I was going to do a video about how to navigate having a crush, but I decided, you know what, instead of like doing that, let me just tell my own story. Now, in the history of all crushes, this is the crush that brought me to my knees, honey. This is the crush that taught me about, oh my god, heartbreak is real. And yeah, I guess let's get to the video, okay? So when I was in junior high, there was this group that would always come to the school. It was a love life type of situation, and they'd have classes. So I was a very outspoken person. I took part in these classes, and I noticed someone in those groups, and I was like, oh my god, he's nice. Then I went to church, I think after a couple of times, and then I saw this guy again, and I was like, so this guy's from church. So I would go to church, but I never noticed him in church. I noticed him in our love life sessions at school. And I got really intrigued. I got really intrigued by this guy. Like, I think the way that he looked. And now that he was from church, I kind of like was more interested in who he is, what he does, and everything like that. Woo! And then, in me trying to figure out who he is, I got to find out that my mom's a teacher, right? I got to find out that this guy was also in my mom's class. So I was like, oh my god, this is meant to be. So I searched the guy on WhatsApp, I think after a couple of months or maybe a year or so, I don't know. You know, you notice somebody and then you move on, and then you're single and you're like, you know what, there's somebody. And then I went to like Facebook, I searched him, I found his name, and I scrolled through. I'm that girl, like when I get to your Facebook page, I scrolled to even the last picture that you post. So I realized he didn't have a girlfriend. So I was like, okay, he didn't have a girlfriend. Then I started talking to him. And then from talking to him, I think I gave him my WhatsApp number and we were going to communicate on WhatsApp. And we communicated, you guys. Like, it was tiptoeing. But we ended up really talking. And we ended up really building a friendship and talking all the time. We talked all the time. But I kind of like figured out, well, okay, it seems like the conversations are always coming from my side. But then he would entertain them. He would entertain them. I guess he was bored. He would entertain them whenever I spoke of something. Ebenezer to talk to me, but he wouldn't really start the conversation. But I think that was red flag number one. But I didn't think of it. I was crazy in love, or at least thinking that I was in love. Started building him up to this particular person that I thought he was. And I was happy. I was happy, you guys. I was happy to wake up in the morning and talk to him before I go to sleep at night. For all I know, I was in a relationship. But I kind of like knew at the back of my mind that I got Lendo, we haven't really gotten into it, so I can't really say that we are in a relationship, but I would like it to get there. So Nandi like getting a patience, you know? First of all, there are circumstances around the situation. First of all, ngwasecaweni eqaphela, and ecaweni he held a particular position. Yayibona? So ke ngoku you kind of like put into consideration, but hey, umntu onje, you can't just state them. Uyabona? Kufuneka kube khona izinto, like I guess I was naive. Kufuneka kube khona izinto, protocols put in place before. So I was like kind of like understanding, but okay, maybe he's doing this way because of this and this and this. I kind of like made up excuses for him not approaching me, but him enjoying my company. Because he was enjoying my company, but he wasn't approaching me. And yeah, I also thought that he was a shy guy. And honestly, now I don't believe in anything that has to do with he's just shy. He's not just shy, he just doesn't want to do it. I was frustrated. Like a whole year, uthetha nomntu, and you're enjoying his company, he's enjoying your company, and you guys are not even talking about what are you guys doing. We always want to define the situation most like, what the hell are we doing? And we never really got to defining the situationship, defining the relationship. And I always thought that moment would come. Then I finally came clean to a friend of mine and was like, listen, this is a situation that I'm going through. And the friend of mine was like, oh my God, Sana, is this really happening? And do you know what? There's also a girl who was kind of like in the same situation with the same guy that you're in the situation with. And the girl kind of like bursted out her bubble, and the guy kind of like said, no, I'm not interested. So that kind of like instilled fear in me. I was like, oh my God, what if I do the same and the same thing happens to me? So I was like, no, I'm not gonna tell him anything. And I went for another 6 months, 8 months, talking to this guy as if I'm in the relationship with this guy, whereas there's nothing really going on except him stringing me along and me stringing him along up until something happens. Then I got to a point whereby I was irritated because there were guys who were asking me out, and I was also in my own journey of preparing myself for marriage, so I thought. And I was like, what if I'm wasting my time with this guy? What if I find out tomorrow that he's getting married? What am I going to do? And I was like, you know what? Let me tell this guy. So I did one of the sins of girls who have crushes on people. I wrote him a 4-page letter on WhatsApp. He ignored it, guys. And okay, fine, I rebooted. In my mind, I was like, okay, maybe he's thinking about it. Guys, I was delusional. In my mind, I was like, maybe he's thinking about it and he's going to get back to me. So we carried on with the friendship. Like, I kind of like manipulated my way back, and then he would talk to me. But still, he wouldn't talk about that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I got irritated at the fact that, you know what, he was not talking to me. So I muted him. I muted his WhatsApp status. I muted everything about him on my phone. And I was like, I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I think that lasted for like 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, I like wrote him the 4-page letter again with different words, but the same story. And he finally answered me, and he was like, you know what, I thought you were joking. I didn't really think you were serious. And I was like, oh my God, joking? What do you mean? And like he told me, okay, fine. The thing is, I have a girlfriend, and right now I don't think there's space for me and you. And I was like, okay. Do you know, I was still naive at that point, that I thought that he will break up with the girl and then come to me. Guys, this one vervide me. Like, it vervide me. It vervide me to a point whereby I carried myself as somebody, when that somebody had not even claimed me. Now, I don't know, maybe you might be going through the same thing, but I hope this story time gives you an insight of what not to do. So, should I close the chapter? No. We carried on talking. But then I realized, okay, this guy, he's in a relationship. He's not going to be in a relationship with me. So I took some time away and I grieved the relationship that I had in my head. But at the same time, I was angry at him. Okay, now why would you entertain me? Yabon? Why would you entertain me so much, so well? And if you look at our chats, you would say, I'm on these people, there's something going on. But for him, he didn't think that was it. And I was like, okay, fine. It's okay. It's cool. And he had a girlfriend, so I wasn't going to be no homewrecker. But at the same time, I still wanted to be chosen. And I wasn't chosen. I had to accept that I wasn't chosen. And I had to grieve the relationship. Oh my God. But I kind of like did it quickly, because I think I knew within the relationship that I'm always starting the conversation. Like, the red flags were always there, but I chose to ignore them. I was always starting the conversations. He was just entertaining me. And what else did I do? I made excuses for him. I thought that he was just shy. That's why he was not approaching me. I thought his position in church won't allow him to, like, do that. So maybe he's doing it under the radar and he's still trying it out, so he's not sure. All in all, that taught me that if somebody wants you, he's gonna come to you. If he wants to call you, he's gonna call you. So now I have decided I am retiring my crush mentality. I'm no longer having crushes. If I like somebody, I'm going to try to make it known to that person that, you know what, I kind of like you. I'm vibing with you. But if that person is not reciprocating or kind of doing the same towards me, I just have to deal with it. I just have to cut it off and let myself know, Okuba, you know what? You don't always get everything that you want in life. And you know what? You are not really missing out. That person is also missing out on you. Because another mistake that I made is I built him up to be something that after the crash and the grieving and the mourning, I kind of like realized, but no man, this is not the person that I thought he was. This person that I was building him up to be. He was so perfect in my mind and perfect in every way. And I was like, damn, I scarred myself. I hurt myself. So if I would have to give an advice to anybody, is if you have a crush, find a way to get over it very quickly. You don't want to end up like me. 2, go for people who love you. Go for people who want you. Yeah, but they may not be perfect. They may not be what you want, but go for people who want you. 3, stop making excuses for your crush. If he wants you, he'll come for you. That's it. And live life. Be happy. Be great. You deserve to love yourself more than you love other people. Choose who you are. And to end this video, I'm happy. I'm me. I've accepted the situation. It was a long time ago, but I just thought this would be good for somebody else to listen to somebody else's story and not make the same mistakes that I made. However, the 2-year friendship that I formed with that guy was still so important to me in a way that I was like, I still want your friendship though. So me and this guy are still friends. And am I ever thinking about being in a relationship with him? Not really, but I feel like from now on, if a guy wants me, he's gonna come for me, and I'm going to go to the guy who wants me, not the guy whom I think might like me. You know, I'm all for action nowadays. Give me the action and I'll give it back to you. So we're just friends right now. We're enjoying each other's company, but I have realized that if he wants it to be anything, he's going to take that step. So if he's not taking that step, I shouldn't stop my life waiting on him. I should carry on with my own life and carry on with my own life fully, be able to love somebody who loves me fully. So this has been a long video, but okay, it's a story time. So guys, please subscribe. I hope you like this video, comment, share, and yeah, do whatever they say you should do on YouTube. I love you guys. You guys are so important to me that I did this video, because I know that somewhere somehow this video is gonna come back to bite me in the butt, but I'm gonna post it, I'm gonna do it, and hope you guys learned something from it. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Young ladies out there, learn from my mistakes so that you don't go through the hurt that I went through. Bye.